Hi, Mandy, back with Sports Week. Okay, this is it. This is what this was requested for: attitude, confidence, and effort. So I didn't know where I was going to go with this for sports, but if I go back in the last three videos that I made for the other three categories, I really kind of hit the nail on the head up to this point because all of those things are applicable to this population. Attitude, confidence, and effort all can be a result of a bad experience, formulary thinking, that we're thinking we're going to go into a situation that's going to be just as bad as the last time, and then it just sinks all three of those. The thing with sports, though, is they're not, when we're engaged in a, let's just use a team sport for an example, right? We don't have as much time. They're not singular events. Like my example I used was going, leaving my house and driving to a place, and I had like the traffic jam or whatever, and I had to make a decision and think, oh, is that going to be there tomorrow? I only like really leave my house like maybe once or twice a day. So I only had a couple opportunities per day to do that. If you're playing a sport, like you have a lot more time engaged in the activity. You have to turn this around relatively quick. So you have way more opportunities to turn this around quickly or for this to maintain and go downhill to the nth degree. And that's not what you want to happen. So more often than not in sports, I feel that there's some sort of psychoenergetic reversal that happens if this is a pervasive thing for an individual or a team. And we know if you're an energy, psychology practitioner, you know that one person's thought field and their energy can affect a team. So this gets disastrous when the team starts as a collective starts picking up everybody else's lack of confidence, attitude, and effort, and we all sink together. So we don't want this to happen. Again, self-talk is great. Finding your groundedness, knowing that, hey, your mind has got to be strong to override these messages. Like, this is not going to be like it did last time. I'm going to play my hardest. It doesn't matter what team we're up against. It doesn't matter this, that, or the other thing. I just need to do my best to keep it up. This is a fight that we all have to do mentally to stay strong if you're playing a sport. And if you want to be an athlete and if you want to be successful, you've got to get the mental resilience up too to be able to hammer through these tough times. So stay tuned for more. I hope that helped. Energy therapy techniques are always really good for that. Again, I use a lot of these with athletes and it turns around pretty quickly, believe it or not. So I hope you enjoyed this segment this month. And yeah, we'll see what comes up for June. Take care. Thanks for watching.